Hello, everyone. Thank you for attending this event on how GetMatch coaching works. My name is Jenny Westerkamp, founder of All Access Dietetics, the place to be for future dietitians. I'm excited today to talk through our very famous application coaching program that we've been doing now for many years. And I will be able to answer questions and help give you some questions to ask yourself about whether or not this coaching program is right for you. Oops. Good. Get this figured out. Okay. Why is that not changing? Sorry, just getting my screen right here. Okay. The agenda for today is GetMatch coaching right for you? How GetMatch coaching works, the confidence method that we use to get our 100% success rate, and then we'll take Q&A and talk about next steps if it is something that you think is right for you. Our stats, we have helped over 2,000 applicants since 2009. We've been doing this for a very long time, 14 years, supporting RD2Bs through this application process, through all the different program options and the changes in our field. We've been there through all of it, and we have a lot of knowledge and history around what it takes to get into a dietetics program. We have a 100% success rate in the last 2 years, and we're very excited to continue and have another 100% success rate in 2023. And we have 8 expert admissions coaches on our team, many of them that have been with us since the beginning of coaching and are experts in their area of helping a wide variety of students get into a wide variety of different programs. Now, I want to start this by sort of making this more about asking you questions that you can think about, but this is how we help to determine if this really is the right fit for you. Of course, there's lots of different reasons why people choose to get GetMatch coaching. So you want to know if there are reasons that make it so that it's something that would really make a huge difference for you and be beneficial to you given your specific situation. So I'm going to go through what those are. So we have here listed the 5 different topic areas that I think it's important to discuss. So the first is needs and pain points, your current confidence level, your time availability, your current resources, and the ROI, the return on investment. If you're making an investment in this program, is there a return on that for you specifically? So when you think about needs and pain points, you want to think about, why is it important that you get into your top choice program? Is there a reason that, for example, you really need to get into this program because it means then you don't have to move to another city to attend a program there? Or you really want this distance program so that you can stay in your geographical location and set up your own rotations? Is there a reason to get into a certain program so that they could then potentially be an employer for you? You can get a job there after you become a dietitian. Do you want to get into a VA program, a Veterans Affairs program, because it pays, it has a stipend and there's no tuition or a lower tuition, depending on the program? And then at that point, that's like, wow, I really need to get into a program. So that would be that question to ask yourself, like, what is the need or what is the pain point? Do you have a lower GPA that is going to make it harder for you to get into a program? Do you feel like you lack experience and therefore need to get expert help in order to present yourself in the right way to programs? That's number 1. Do you have a need or a pain point? What is it? Think about that. The next area would be your current confidence level, meaning when you think about your confidence around going through this application process, I know that unless you're a repeat applicant, then you would have never done this before. And there may be a lack of confidence around that, that you believe that you could do it. And I'm going to talk later about the confidence method and how we infuse confidence into our coaching clients in 5 different areas of the application. But you do want to assess, can I get through this process with minimal stress and with success on my own? Do you have the confidence to do that? From 0 to 10, what would be your level of confidence around doing that completely on your own with no help from a coach? And if you feel hey, it's really low, I do think I need an expert, then that's a reason why doing Get Match coaching would be a good fit for you. And then we have time availability. So this is the idea that you might be busy with school or a full-time job or school and a part-time job or family obligations. There are a lot of things going on. There's a lot on your plate. And do you have the time to figure this all out on your own? Do you have the time to research and learn how to put together a good personal statement and understand diecast and how it works, or look through 100 program websites to figure out what the best fit is for you? And if you feel like you have the time to do that and you are using your time wisely, I know some people don't start early, so they might procrastinate and not be putting any time towards this. But if you feel like you can do that on your own, that's one thing. But if you feel like, hey, I don't know if I have enough time to do this on my own, then working with a coach can help, because they're going to tell you exactly what to do, when to do it. They're going to be a shortcut for you so that it takes less time doing it on their own. So for example, they might say, hey, look into these specific 6 programs. I think these would be a great fit for you based on what you're telling me, what I know about you, and it helps save you on program research time. They might tell you, here's the outline for your personal statement, or here's, a guide or a template on how to reach out to directors. It's all things that are just ready for you to use and implement. And they're there to answer any questions you have so that you don't have to go out and research it on your own. How much easier is it to say, hey, what does this mean on this program's website, and shoot that off to your coach, versus having to go dig around and try to find that on your own. Or even with doing diecast, I don't understand how to add this personal statement to this program. Quick email to your coach and they tell you how to do it. So it's really like having that person on call to help you, which saves you time. So if you feel like you're lacking the availability of time to put into this, then having a coach can save you time. They also will help you finish in a more efficient way and prevent that procrastination or like poor use of time during the application process. The fourth area to think about is your current resources. And that's thinking about, what would you currently be using to create a competitive application or become a competitive applicant and then apply competitively and get in? Do you have resources? We obviously have free resources on our website. It might be your advisors, but think about, is that enough for you? Because we know that advisors are really busy and often they're only providing like what to do, but they don't tell you how to do it really well. They might not be able to give that personal feedback or guide you through every single step of the application process, or look over every email you're sending to directors, or looking at every single draft of your personal statement. You might give something to them and they'll say, oh, that looks great, and they don't really dive in or get to know what you're trying to do, or know you as an applicant to the level that you might need. They also maybe don't give a lot of constructive criticism, right? And they're kind of like, yep, good enough, go ahead. But you're looking for a higher level of feedback, of support, of guidance that they might not be able to give. And then also professors, that you have, or even peers that so fellow dietetic students, or people that maybe just got matched. Yeah, they can review things for you, but are they really experts? They went through it once in their one situation with their unique background, but it's different than getting expert advice from a coach, for example, who has worked with hundreds of applicants and has experience with a wide variety of backgrounds of applicants and different programs that they got into. So you want to think, are my current resources enough? And finally, the ROI. So the ROI, the return on investment. When you think, why is this important to you? What would happen if you do work with a coach? Will you get more time back? Will you be able to get into a program that's more competitive than you thought you could get into on your own? Are you going to learn about a new program that you didn't even know about because we know about all the different programs? And is that going to save you money on applying there instead of the one that's $20,000 more expensive that you thought would be a good fit for you? So there's so much value in this and it's not just, hey, you get into a program, it's less stress, save time, possibly a better program, maybe a less expensive program that will save you money overall. And being able to learn the skills that it takes to market yourself and increase your confidence, which can be so valuable as you go on and launch your career. So those are the questions that I just mentioned are the things you want to ask yourself, like, is this right for you? If you have 2 or 3 of these things that really stick out to you that are like, yeah, I really need to get into this specific program. My confidence level is lower than I want it to be, and I don't want to figure this all out on my own. I have a lot on my plate. I do need support. My current resources aren't enough for what I need. And I know that if I do this and I get into a program, that I will get a return on that investment, because every time you're investing in yourself, you are going to get something back in new skills, in a better program, a different trajectory in your career, whatever it is that makes sense to you, that's important to you, that's what you want to think about. And then if you have those needs, then Get Match Coaching is definitely right for you. Now let's get into how Get Match Coaching works. So Get Match Coaching is designed to be this all-inclusive program that's stress reducing, all-inclusive, fully supportive program. Here's what's included in our most popular program. And we do have different varieties of programs depending on the level of services needed, but I'll just explain what kind of our main one is. Just know that there are adjustments that can be made depending on the applicant. So you're getting a course that's going to have all the templates and guides and checklists and videos that are going to help you catch up to speed very quickly on the application process. You're going to get weekly accountability emails from your coach. Then you're going to get all of these calls, a game plan call, personal statement call. You're going to get a director communication plan call, references call, check-in call. There's also 6 check-in calls that are just for Q&A or for whatever topics come up. And then you're going to get reviews on your materials. So reviews on your personal statement, on your resume, on supplemental essays, on your portfolio if you need to do that. They're going to review your entire DICAS application or your graduate school application. And you're going to get an interview prep call as well and support there, so that, you got to the point where you're able to do the interview. Now it's really important to nail that interview and make sure that you increase your chances of getting into that program. All right, so then we are talking about who we work with. So we worked with a wide variety of clients. Like I said, now it's been 2,000 applicants that we've helped, and they come from all different backgrounds, but here are some examples: busy parents, full-time employees or students, business owners, those that need their top choice, repeat applicants, those with a low GPA or not a lot of experience, those that want a highly competitive program, and those with little support from advisors or their school, or not enough support for what they are wanting to have throughout this process. When is the best time to start Get Match Coaching? We say the earlier the better. There is plenty of mentorship that our coaches can provide if it's even earlier than kind of that application window, and most people do apply. So typically people might start 3 to 6 months before getting their application materials together, starting to do program research. And that's when we typically see it, but we also encourage people to start even earlier if they can. And we have options to have a coach for as early as 1.5 years before your deadline. And if you're not even sure what your deadline should be or is, then it's even more reason to get support and to know when is the best time so that you can complete this process in the most efficient, low stress way possible. Now, how do we get 100% success rate with our coaching clients? And we've done this the last 2 years. And the answer to that is the confidence method. The confidence method is something that I've created that we train our coaches on in order to make sure that we are creating very confident applicants and showing that confidence through different areas of the application, so that directors are confident in choosing them for their program. So it really all revolves around confidence here. And I found that the biggest issue with people that don't get into programs or don't get into the top program that they want is because of a lack of confidence and a lack of showing that confidence to directors. There are 5 S's that make up the confidence method that are infused throughout all those different services. So yes, you get services around, yeah, we're going to talk about your personal statement. We're going to help you communicate with directors, but there is so much magic in all of the strategy around doing all those things. And that's infused through the confidence method. The 5 S's are self-awareness, storytelling, skill marketing, selling, and self-belief. So I'll take these through one by one to give you an example of what this means when you are a coaching client. So you have self-awareness, which is being aware of who you are as an applicant, how you're different than your other applicants, and what your strengths are, what it is that you bring to this program. And people don't know this because they don't ask themselves, like, why am I so great? And this is what a coach would do. They would be digging into what it is that makes you different and that, really is going to help set you apart from other applicants. The second is storytelling. So now that you kind of know who you are, how do we tell that story of who you are so that you're memorable? They might be looking at 100+ applications. How do we make sure that we're telling stories about you that will make it memorable? And we do that a lot in the personal statement, in the interview, in director communication. So how do we align your story with the program? That is a really important part of the confidence method. So that, again, the increase in confidence in both you, that this program is right for you, and in the director, that the director's confident you're right for this program. The third S is skill marketing. How do we market yourself and your skills in a way that proves to them that you are ready for this program? So many times people will list off the things they do, but they won't explain how they do them well. And what that means is, how can you share examples of skills that you have and market that in a much more powerful way than simply saying, I'm a great leader and I have great communication skills? How do you sell that and market that through examples that really make it a much more powerful argument? Okay, so that's part of the confidence method. And then the fourth S is selling. How do you sell yourself as a future dietitian? How do you create a relationship with directors so that they get to know you better, which is a big part of selling, right? In relationship building. And how do you do that in a way that is as confident as you could possibly be? So many people are scared to reach out to directors, to think, oh, I don't even know what I would say. But you have to sell yourself. You have to market yourself and sell yourself as an applicant and create that relationship in a strategic way so that they will increase their confidence in you, that you're a great fit for their program. And the final S in the confidence method is self-belief. Because if you don't believe in yourself and you don't believe in your ability to succeed and to get through this process and complete the process and get into your program that you want, then the likelihood that it will happen goes down. And part of the coach's responsibility is to make sure that you believe in yourself, that you are being supported mentally, emotionally, as well as through the application process, and that you don't lose confidence or belief in yourself, because we want to keep your self-belief high so that your chances of getting in, of completing all these tasks that you need to do, goes up. You do that well, you do that with less stress and with the power of the self-belief in order to make it all happen. So again, these are the 5 S's of the confidence method. These are all the strategies that we're using with our coaching clients to make sure that they're presenting themselves in the most confident way possible, with self-awareness, with storytelling, skill marketing, selling yourself, and having that self-belief. I find that these are the 5 things that most applicants lack, and why Get Match Coaching is so successful and why our clients are so happy with the process of doing Get Match Coaching, because they were able to build these skills through the process and take them with them on the rest of their career. I mean, these are invaluable skills as a professional to develop these, to be able to increase your chances of success in your career as a dietitian, and also get into the program that you're wanting to get into. You have to ask yourself, can you implement the confidence method on your own? Is this something that you can do and learn the skills on your own to do? Can you increase your self-awareness, learn how to tell story, learn how to market your skills, how to sell yourself, how to stand out and know what your unique strengths are? And do you have that self-belief, that high level of self-belief that you can do all of this, that you can get it done, that you can go all in on it and on yourself, and you believe that you can get into that program without feeling like, as the stress comes in, you're going to feel that self-belief go down? Can you increase that self-belief on your own, or would you benefit from a coach to help you do all of these things and do them consistently throughout your entire application and application process? Now, all that said, I want to now transition to these next steps. So the investment for this program, if you haven't seen it already on the website, it does vary based on the level of services that you need, but our most popular program is $28.87, and there are payment plans available for you in terms of how many payments you can split it up over, how long, over what period of time you can pay off the program. And you can start after that first payment is made. But that is the investment, to have that high level of support, to give you everything that you need and infuse that confidence method into your application process, and into your skills going forward. So the question to ask here as we wrap up is, do you need more information? So I've presented the basics about the program. I've presented why it could be a good fit for you. Do you need more information at this point? If so, I would suggest going to our Get Match coaching page. I did put the link in the chat, or for those listening to the recording, then it would be going to the Get Match coaching page, read the FAQs section, read the whole page itself, look at the testimonials that are there of a lot of different clients that we've had in the past, and that will help you get more information in order to get to that next step, which is to actually make a decision on this. If you feel like you do have the information, you've been on that page, and you know what this is all about, you know that it could help you fit those needs that we were talking about, if it was the right fit for you, then my best suggestion would be to schedule a call with our enrollment coach. And the link is here. It's also on the Get Match coaching page. But schedule a call with our enrollment coach, who will dive deeper with you on those questions that we talked about before around, do you have needs or pain points around this application process? Do you have the time to do this all on your own? Do you feel like you have the skills and the necessary resources that it takes in order to do this successfully with the least amount of stress? And, do you have that support and the self-belief that you can do this and get this done, and not procrastinate and not waste time doing that? And then finally, is there an ROI for you? Is there a return on investment where this makes sense? When you're investing in yourself, are you then able to save time, to reduce your stress, to improve your mental health, to be able to know about programs and increase your chances of getting into a program? Almost guaranteeing, we cannot guarantee, but if we're as close as we could be with our 100% success rate. And then of course, in this call, he will also be able to tell you if he thinks that we can help you get into a program. If we feel like we think that maybe you aren't ready to apply, then we will tell you that. We only will accept people that we think we can definitely help and can have that success at the end of the program. So those are the two options. Either you're going to the website to learn more, or if you've already feel like you have enough information and now you need to know if it's right for you, then you want to go and schedule a call with our enrollment coach. And you can do that on the Get Match coaching page or with this link here directly. So that's all I have for you today. I'm going to take questions from anyone that's here live, and I'll stop the recording as well. If you do have any questions and you're listening to the recording, please DM us on Instagram, or contact us through the website, or just book an enrollment call, and you can talk with our enrollment coach free of charge in order to find out if this is the right fit for you and it's going to help you meet those needs and give you that ROI that you want through this investment in Get Match coaching. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope we can help you get matched or get into the top program of your dreams.